TRVL. So we've had a bit of bullish price action on TRVL. When I was talking about TRVL yesterday and the day before, I was talking about this daily level, and you can see what's happened. So the price came down and it found a reaction here off that daily level. That was a really good reaction. It's a strong reaction. It was basically a bullish engulfing candle, which engulfed the previous red candle off a key level, a daily level. Okay, then we saw this take profit, and I said that there was another daily level, a brand new daily level, and so this level now was stronger. It's a stronger level because you've got a fresh daily level and you've got a previous daily level that's been tested one time already. So what happened yesterday was the price went all the way down, took the liquidity from the previous wick, and closed right back above those two levels. You see that? That's a hold. That's a test and a hold. So what I'm seeing now is that we have a really strong support holding here at about 4.57 to 4.6 cents. That's what I'm seeing right now. Okay. And so it's quite interesting because you lose support levels, but what happens is the price finds new support. And that's what's happening right now. The price is finding new support. And while I've got all of these liquidity levels below us, it's quite interesting to see now the price is actually finding support on the first line of support. This is the first line of support after losing our major support line. Yeah. And I think that's quite bullish. You lose support, but you actually, the first line of support holds. Yeah. It's a different way of looking at bullish or bearish. Yeah. It's obviously not bullish because we've lost higher levels, but we haven't back tested them yet. And so naturally, I want to see those levels back tested first. These are my volume levels on Bybit, which is the one that I'm using. So let me just quickly update that to see if there's any changes. Value area high is up a little higher, a little bit. You see the value area low is actually moved up now. See that? So this high volume node and this value area low are basically at the same place. And so this is actually really bullish. Like what people don't realize is as the value area moves up with the price, that's bullish. Yeah. So anyone who was able to accumulate now underneath 3 cents has bought cheaper than the value area, than the area where people are valuing this token. Okay, it's cheaper. And so as you see the value area move up, that's bullish. What we need to happen now is we need for the price to flip the point of control back into support. Okay, that's the next challenge for the bulls. Yeah, if you flip the point of control back into support, guess what you've also done? You've also flipped this higher time frame 236 into support 2. Yeah, basically at the same place. So the next challenge will be to see how the price reacts here. Yeah, that's the next challenge for the bulls. And we haven't had a back test on the 236, so we have to see how the price reacts at the 236. Yeah, if we find a reaction, then we could be range bound here for a while. That's what I'm imagining. If we get a reaction of the 236, we could be locked between this support line here and the 236 there. Okay, I wouldn't say that's bullish or bearish. I would just say that the price has now found support and it's consolidating to figure out what it wants to do next. And I think that will be largely to do with Bitcoin as well, what Bitcoin is doing. So right now Bitcoin is still in control. If Bitcoin suddenly decides it wants to impulse into the moon, then naturally all altcoins are going to follow in that same trajectory. If Bitcoin now starts to correct and go upwards, but like a prolonged correction, you may still get a situation where altcoins pump, but it'll be very different. It'll be due to real boredom of Bitcoin rather than speculative increased prices. Yeah. And so naturally, I would probably expect the memes to pump more than anything else, because they're the ones that people truly speculate on. But anyway, that's just by the by. So we still need to do what needs to happen, which is to break this inner trend line. We still haven't tested this bottom line. And so if we do go up here and find a little bit of resistance, yeah, it is possible that we come down again. Yeah, I want to just get people ready. That might be a really great opportunity to buy again, because then you'll be buying that trend line back into the same area of support, which is potentially those tested daily levels. If today ends green, yeah, if today ends green, then we have a fresh daily level here. Yeah, so we'll have quite a strong area of support here, forming two previously tested levels which have held. And if today ends green, another brand new daily level. If the price does go up, break that trend line, find resistance, then we might be heading right back down. And then if that happens, then again, this area will probably be a good place to buy. Okay, so I'm just preparing people for what could happen. And obviously the price could always just go through. Yeah, and the reason why the price can always go through is maybe not through the point of control, but the 236, because the price almost ignored the 236 on the way down. It could ignore it on the way up and find support, resistance on the point of control, and you could end up trapped here. Yeah, just trying to get back above that 236. And I think that would be really bullish if we can flip the 236 back into support, or not confirm it as resistance. That would be really bullish. Yeah, and then what you'd be experiencing, this whole price action here would be effectively deviation from the range, failed auction of the lows of this upper range. And if you get back above the 236, guess what? You're back in the range. You're back in this higher range. Yeah, that's bullish. You're back in the higher range. You're at the low. I think if we get back above the 236 and flip it into support, I probably expect to buy up all the way up to 7.2 or 7.6 cents again. And so this is going to be a real test for us to see what happens next. That will be breaking this steep trend line too. So it's possible it could happen. Yeah, if we do break that trend line, I don't see why we can't get back above the 236. The next question is, do people buy the back test for continuation to the upside, or do we get a rejection and do we have to go right back down to find more liquidity? And it's always about supply and demand, liquidity at those different levels. So if there's not enough sellers, the price will go up. If there's not enough buyers, the price will go down. Yeah, and if there's too many sellers, the price will go down until it finds more buyers, then the price will go up. And that's just how the price is going to move until eventually there aren't any sellers and there's more buyers and the price continues going up. Okay, so I think we're seeing some really kind of some nice signs of bullish reversal here, and just testing these daily levels was nice to see. Okay, nothing changes regarding the project. I mean, the project is still bullish AF. Yeah, so this is none of this is reflective of the project. I think anyone who's coming into this right now is coming in on bargain. It's a bargain. Look, 14 million market cap. That's really cheap. And when I look at the look, when I look at the Twitter and see what Dtravel are doing, it's really groundbreaking. It's potentially revolutionary. And this is the beginning. Yeah. Look at this. Airbnb doesn't allow me into our account to retrieve past communication with tenants, a history of our reviews and important tax documents for our records. You can't you can't delete our amazing 4.9 out of 5 reviews. So basically, I was a pro Airbnb supporter. I can't believe I was banned for my questioning and avoiding parties rather than my conduct. You see that? We are really on the precipice of something, of a big change, and a lot of people who are upset with Airbnb, superhost. I'm a superhost, and I've had my problems. And look, they cancelled 100k of bookings. He had over 100 plus reviews. He was a superhost. He was a 4.9 superhost. He had over 200 guests. See that? He stopped Instabook. And then he's never declined a guest. They banned me because they didn't like my profile on X and how I post. Can you believe it? What the hell? What the hell? So if they don't like my YouTube channel, I'm almost scared to retweet this guy because they might look at me and ban me. They might ban me because I'm promoting Dtravel. You know, that could happen, huh? It could happen. It'd be good press for Dtravel if they ban me because I'm promoting Dtravel. It'd be really good press, wouldn't it? I feel sorry for this guy. It's like my Airbnb profile. Look, I'd be really annoyed if I got banned. I got better reviews than him. 4.99. So yeah, so I think we're on the precipice of something amazing, and let's see what happens. I think in the future it's possible that Dtravel has a marketplace for tokenized real world I wouldn't say assets. I would say, like, for example, vacation rentals. They're tokenizing vacation rentals. Maybe flights, tokenized flights, maybe tokenized charters, yacht charters, maybe tokenized concert tickets. I think Dtravel is creating a platform, an engine, which in the future other developers can connect to that. Dtravel are going to build a marketplace for the night token where you can resell or trade night tokens, which are vacation bookings. And because with short stay vacation rentals, usually the cancellation policy is strict. So to be able to resell that, if the host or the operator allows, you could be forming a marketplace. And I think there's a market for this resellable RWA, which is tokenized. I've got some ideas about how that can happen. I think we could be on the beginning of something really big, honestly. But this is where we began. So right now we're after Airbnb. We're trying to take down Airbnb, and the market is ripe for that. It's basically Facebook coming after MySpace, and we're the early on Facebook. And in the future, we could become much bigger. Gary's asking me, when you do support resistance,